That's 800-217.
Issue with crime. Then you spend your money
Driving down the road at night.
Hello everybody, once again, I'm, whoa, too hot, way on the mic there. Okay, that's gotta be better. It's gonna blow out my ears here in a second. Okay, there we go. It's still too hot, darn it. God, this is embarrassing. So hey guys, a little bit of a skimpy night for you tonight. Conditions are terrible. If you watch the little intro with the SDR running over here, we have blackout still. We are still in Aurora. So, I don't know how we're going to do this tonight. I don't know what we're going to do. We'll briefly go over the frequency of the week, which we saw yesterday with Lloyd's broadcast. We'll talk about some other things. We'll talk about what happened this week with the Aurora. It's still going on, apparently. I'll show you the graphs. God, I feel like every time I do this show, I feel like I just get worse at it. So the AM season is winding down. And we should start to see the start of FM season next month in April. So this might be one of the last broadcasts we do this season for this show. I don't really call it a show. It's just going live whenever I feel like it, every other week or so. I was going to do this show yesterday, and we were supposed to go down to Rochester today, Rochester, Minnesota, but that plans fell through, so nothing I can do about that. And also, I realize there's a delay with the audio. I can see it already. So you'll have to bear with me as this stupid system is doing this again a week, and technical difficulties. What can you do? It's YouTube. But anyway, as I mentioned, we do have Aurora still going on, the Northern Lights. They were pretty spectacular a couple nights ago, like seen here from the Twin Cities. Like you can see my images over here running, some of my images. I went to, that's my backyard right there. I went a little bit north of town to take some of the other ones, the bigger, brighter sky ones where you see less of the trees. That is the first time I've actually seen Aurora that good from anywhere. So what can you do? And I also DXed off of that Aurora. That picture right there was taken just slightly north of town, not terribly far away from here. We did go out last night and try to see it. There wasn't much in the way of Aurora. But what can you do? Conditions have been lousy just on the AM band. They are lousy again tonight. Let's take a look at this. I also want to let you know we got the Anoka County scanner and crews running. You can see that here. It would be right. The stupid thing is flipped. Be down here. Anoka County scanner and crews. Look them up on YouTube. They might be going longer than I am tonight. But we're doing the frequency of the week is 1330, if you can't already see that. Look at how low the band is. This is just horrendous. This is ridiculous. I was hoping this wouldn't happen. I was debating whether I wanted to go live tonight because this is ridiculous. Hi, Keegan. You're in a hotel room, travel with your mom and cousin to visit my... Oh, cool.
Just a minute, and before I answer your direct question.
You're in Kansas City, Missouri tonight. Hey, speaking of Kansas City, one of my logs from this week was from Kansas City. From this past couple weeks. Interesting. And it's a bonehead log. It's what I call a bonehead log.
In the context of telling
KMBZ 980 from Kansas City. Why didn't I not have that before? What is wrong with me? I have no idea. But the band is down, as I said. We might focus more on shortwave tonight, because this is just ridiculous how bad this is.
Because it's not something, I don't even think it will really get any legs anyway. I don't think it's possible.
But like I said, the Anoka County Scanner and Cruise is going on
I don't think that
tonight. We like to give them a shout out. Believe it or not, one of their first broadcasts, because of this show, we got them quite a few viewers. And they've since abandoned. Holy cow, look at that guy go fast, really. People going by them really fast on the on the freeway there. That looks like Coon Rapids Boulevard.
We're talking about Jesus.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Seagram's.
And there are people who don't want to hear about it now. So,
It's the Black Cherry Fizz favorite.
In any way, it's just more of the same.
I was really hoping the band wouldn't be this bad tonight.
Okay, that makes sense because it's happened.
That's cool, Keegan. I
Jesus is here, and so
would love to hear Missouri on Tropo. It's very rare here.
It's a story. It's startling. That's true. But
I think I only have a couple of stations via Tropo from Missouri. Maybe none at all. Hold on. Let me look.
I was mentioning earlier, I go on pilgrimages to the Holy Land regularly. I'll be there again soon. And
yeah, both of my stations from Missouri are via Skip.
I'm on a pilgrimage. I believe in Jesus. We're going to the holy sites of Jesus. And
so welcome once again to the show.
Shy away from talking about Jesus.
I don't expect a lot of people here tonight. We do have a DX test going on later this evening. It'll be at 11 o'clock Central Time, 12 o'clock Eastern. It's the two stations that have done tests before. You might be familiar with these two stations, WWKY from Winchester, Kentucky, as well as WMST 1150 from Mount Sterling, Kentucky. On 1150, they'll both be doing tests at the same time at 12 o'clock 12 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard, or I guess Central Time. I guess Central. So yeah, they're doing a test a little about 2 hours from now or so. We're not going to be on that long. There we go. That's much better.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Susan. Thank you.
Yeah, Kansas City, I can hear on the AM dial, but doing it on FM, no. I would love to receive Tropo from Missouri. Missouri Tropo is like the golden standard.
And I've learned
or would be awesome. Right now we're listening to my local WLOL. Sometimes it's weaker, but with the conditions tonight, it's going to be stronger. There's not really a lot here on 1130.
That's so. Is that true? I don't know.
I think the country music that you hear is KPTY from Iowa.
Yeah, anyway, we will come back to your
from Waterloo.
In just a moment. If you want to send an email,
we can confirm that. We can look at that as the show goes on. Yeah, I'm debating whether I want to actually go live with it, because if the band's going to be like this, it's not we're not going to hear it. We might hear 1150, but we probably won't hear 990. And I've already heard it. I've already logged those two stations. I know Lloyd's going to be doing a broadcast, so if you want to check that out, he's always got a big show for all these broadcasts and stuff like that. He's got a show coming up for tonight for that. So let's all watch Lloyd's show together. I don't think I'm going to be doing one. The band conditions are just too lousy tonight here. So I'm sorry if anybody's disappointed.
It's way too early in the day to drink.
We've already got this one.
I have an
again, if you're just joining us, there is a DX test tonight. A minute after midnight Eastern Time.
I'll be right back right after this.
Tomorrow morning, Sunday morning. And both stations are running their day patterns. So 2,500 watts for WMST. And 1,000 watts for WWKY, so 990. If you don't have a lot on 990, it should be easy to hear. They're easy to hear from here. I had no problem hearing them last time they did the test. That's WLOL. We missed the top of the hour. Whoops.
I'm Mary Graham with Catholic News Weekend Review on Relevant Radio. A coalition of conservative organizations is taking legal action to obtain documents from the Department of Justice related
I'm
to
not
the
going
surge
live,
in
Keegan.
pro-abortion
I can't.
attacks on churches and
I can't. I'm not going to do it. The band
and
here
the
is
lack
just
of
terrible.
prosecution from the agency.
Unless like some miracle
Based on data
happens where the
compiled by
Aurora
Catholic
clears
News
up
Agency, there have been more than
within the next 2
100 attacks
hours.
on churches and pro-life pregnancy
I will
centers
say,
since May of 2022.
I will say on
A
Tuesday,
lawsuit led by the
or not on
Heritage
Tuesday, whenever
Foundation
that
and
Aurora was, a
Advancing
couple days
American
ago,
Freedom
Thursday
accused
night,
the DOJ of failing to provide
when we
them
did
with
see the
documents
Aurora,
requested through the Freedom of Information Act. The
I
information
did log 3
surrounds
new
the government's
stations because of it.
action regarding the crimes.
I logged
The U.S. Department of Catholic
one of your
Bishop is discouraging Catholic
areas
healthcare groups
stations,
from
Keegan,
performing
KTCS,
gender-affirming and
Fort
medical
Smith, Arkansas,
procedures. The
1410.
13-page doctrinal note
That
the
one I
bishop
heard on
issued
this
past
SDR
week
that you're seeing.
says gender-affirming procedures are
And I have an
untrue
ID
and
recorded
don't
of that.
respect what the bishops call the intrinsic unity
The
of body and
other
soul.
two were
The statement
WOAD
said
Jackson,
procedures that
Mississippi,
fall under the category of gender-affirming
which I heard on
care
Jacob's
are not
Kiwi.
morally
We know who
justified.
Jacob is.
This past week,
And
Pope Francis declared
KNIR
priests
from
and
New
found
Iberia,
women as venerable
Louisiana on
servants of God,
1360.
moving each of them
That
a
one was
step
heard in my
closer to
car.
canonization.
I was driving around getting the pictures of the Aurora that you saw at the intro to this broadcast. If you didn't see the pictures of the Aurora that I took, you can rewind it at the end of the broadcast and see it there.
And 2 lay women, one from Italy
So.
and one from Spain. The faithful whose
At
heroic
the,
virtue have been declared by the Pope.
As I said before, the medium wave frequency of the week is 1330.
Attributed to their intervention and confirmed by
Not
the
a lot
Vatican. They are
other than
beatified
WLOL.
saints of the church. Keeping you connected with the church and the world 24 hours a day. And on the web at relevantradio.com. I'm Mary Graham for listener-supported Relevant Radio.
So yeah, I'm not going live tonight
At Ave Maria University, sponsor of Relevant Radio,
for these tests. I just don't feel like the band's going to be in good enough shape for it.
through an authentic liberal arts education.
And it seems like this is the same station that's done another test before. I mean, it seems like the same stations are doing the tests.
Learning and living in Catholic community.
I mean, I appreciate, don't get me wrong, I appreciate,
Visit
hold on a second.
AveMaria.edu. That's AveMaria.edu.
I appreciate the CPC doing this. Like, I don't
Ave Maria
have a
University.
problem with the CPC
Discover
doing the
joy
tests.
in the truth.
But I wish they would pick out some stations that we haven't seen before.
Walk to Mary, sponsored by the Sartori Foundation. From shrine to shrine, over the Fox River.
All right, and we'll also, I think we're going to be focusing on shortwave tonight. We're going to be going up to check out what's on shortwave, because the band is just in crappy shape, really crappy.
Our Lady of Good Health.
I mean, we'll look around elsewhere along the band tonight. I am 1 log away from 1,200 logs, so it would be awesome to get 1,200 logs on this stream. That would be a treat. That would be an awesome treat. And if you didn't see it on Lloyd's chat the other day, somebody here in the cities, Jacob, heard a graveyarder. I think it was from Louisiana. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jacob. I didn't see you guys catch that one. I was too busy trying to take pictures of Aurora, but I heard that somebody caught a graveyarder from Louisiana, I think. Don't quote me on that. Whoa. What the hell is that? That was weird. Yeah, the band is really down tonight. I'll show you how it looks on another local SDR here. It's not just me, so if you think it's just my antenna, it's not. This is a local Kiwi. And you can even hear that WGN is not even coming in at all. Chicago. It's just, this is how dismal it is tonight here. I almost didn't want to do this show tonight. And we're getting towards the end of the season. You know, the season's going to start wrapping up here next month. I'm hoping I can get to 1,200. I should be able to. There's no. I'll probably do that before the month is out. Tonight would be nice. Let's will another login. It's not going to be on 1330. I bet I know what this is. This is probably WLBK DeKalb, Illinois. Yeah, there you go. Jacob's got into the chat. He got, let me mute, please. KSIG 1450 from Crowley, Louisiana, and KANE 1240 from New Iberia. Which is funny because I got that New Iberia Station 2 KNIR. Yeah, stuff from the south during that Aurora opening, that was pretty cool. I mean, I was fighting with my car radio to actually get somewhere to get a good signal. Like, I was driving up and I tried to take a picture of WCCO's radio tower. So I was really close to WCCO, and it was just, my car radio was just overloaded. I think this is DeKalb that you're hearing right now on 1360. Really steady signal. Let me know, guys, if you can't hear the SDR. I can always turn it up. I've been watching my older broadcasts and I realized the SDR was kind of hot. So I think we're going to focus more on shortwave once this thing gets going, and I'm probably not going to stick around for very long. Maybe 9:30 or 10. We'll see. We'll see if the band starts picking up. Yeah, I saw you guys get KNIR. You and Todd. The exclusive group of Twin Cities DXers. You did very good. You can just hear the noise tonight. The band is just a mess. Wonder who this is. Country. Could be my semi-local. No, I bet I know what this is. I bet I know what this is. This is probably South Beloit, WBEL, or one of the Iowa stations. Hold on. Okay, so I can scratch off Washington, Iowa, KCII. All right, it's neither of the Iowa stations. Is it Holdridge? Thanks for listening to Holdridge Radio. KUVR. You guys can't hear this, but I can. Come on, pre-roll. It is not Holdridge. Which makes me think it might be... Might be WBEL. Yes, yes, it's WBEL. That's South Beloit right there. You're kidding me. 1330 KVOL Lafayette. Damn. See, I didn't try the locals Thursday night. I didn't try it Friday morning. I was up pretty late too, like pretty early, late, whatever you want to call it. Sounds like they're having some audio problems. That's WBEL from South Beloit. If you need them, they're playing Bryan Adams. Nothing on 1390 worth listening to. Of course, my local on 1400. I'm going to stick to the top half of the band. It looks like the bottom half is trying to come back. I don't know. Like I said, we'll see what it looks like in 2 hours, but I'm probably not going to do a live for the DX test. Not to mention I have to switch over the intros and stuff like that. It's a lot of work on the back end. If I was going to do it, I would have done it already. I would have done it this afternoon. I'll just hang my head in shame and not do a broadcast tonight. This is probably KTOE on 1420 here. Maybe Davenport, WOC.
details of so many stories over the last 7 years.
I bet it's Kato, KTOE.
Because there was all the things with Stormy Daniels, and I don't know if she had any proof or not. The only thing I remember...
So tired of hearing about this crap.
There was the crazy detail. Wasn't there a magazine that had him on the cover that she wrote about?
I'm going to show you the Aurora forecast too.
That was the alligator. Okay. And around the same time,
Okay, so we're on the left. This is right now. Here, let me refresh it because it might have changed. Yeah, this is a couple hours from now. You can just see it just gradually get progressively worse. I mean, it's not going to be as bad as it was a couple nights ago, but I don't think we're going to be able to hear the test. Well, we might be able to hear it, but we'll see. Looks like it starts it peaks around, what is that, 8 o'clock UTC? What? No, can't be right. Looks like it peaks around 3 a.m. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I look forward to reading about you guys catching the DX test. I will probably be asleep. Because KYCR is right there, I have to do lower sideband for this channel. Normally on 1430 I have Indianapolis. By the way, I know it says it's 30 degrees outside on that live thing on the bottom there. I think it's a tad bit warmer. It's in the lower 40s right now, upper 30s. It's a tad bit warmer than that. It was really nice today. It was close to 50, like 45-ish. I went up north and found a couple of geocaches, 10 geocaches.
To McAndrew in the corner, off to Benningham. Benningham dribbles it out near half court, left corner down Tibbetts.
So my local KYCR sometimes runs football games. This is probably like, and basketball games.
He just knows where his teammates are, doesn't he? He does.
This is probably like University of Northern Dakota, UND.
5 now for Benningham. Chavis to the forecourt. Pass inside for O'Hara, misses it, but he is fouled.
It's normally like a business talk station. Bloomberg Radio.
Yeah, both teams are really...
My favorite graveyarder channel, 1450. Oh, somebody playing Whitney Houston. I want to dance with somebody. What if this is Port Huron? No, it can't be. This is probably Cedar Falls. No, it's not. Cedar Rapids. Cedar Rapids is running the band I can't remember the name of. I just blanked on it. Oh, I can hear it in there. I can hear KMRYs from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Very common pest. They're playing the I just want to fly. Way walk, put your arms around me, baby. Put your arms around me, baby. Sugar Ray, that's it. That's the name I couldn't remember. Pretty sad. I don't know who's playing Whitney Houston here. Could be Marshfield, Wisconsin. Wisconsin. So I'm reading that the band might start improving after 10 or between 10 and 11. Figures. Now I hear Carly Simon. There's like multiple stations. There's like several fading up there. Okay, I can confirm that Carly Simon is WDLB from Marshfield, Wisconsin. That's common here. That's very common. And then Whitney Houston was WHRY Hurley, Wisconsin. I'm using Radio Locator to load the streams. I will tell you, normally people don't drive that fast in Minnesota that you're seeing on that video down there. I don't know why people are driving so damn fast tonight. They're speeding like crazy down there. That's here in this county. That's where I'm at right now. What else? This is probably Des Moines, 1460.
Coldplay, Kelly Clarkson, LL Cool J, Keith Urban, Pat Benatar, and Neil Giraldo, Lotto, Money Long,
Neil
Cody
Giraldo.
Johnson, more.
I have no idea who most of those people are.
Friday night at 7 p.m.
That's how old I am.
Summer is almost here, and with 31 days in March, you can save $31 every
Can you guys hear the SDR all right?
This offer will not extend if you don't get
It looks like it should be just fine.
Then when? Tomorrow? Next week? Next month? Next year? Life's too short for that. Hi, I'm Rodney Steven with Jennifer Health Club. Here all month giving you 31 reasons to get started towards your summer fitness.
So if you're just joining me, I'm not doing the DX test tonight, but I will go over and check out Lloyd's stream over on DX Central. The DX test will begin at 11 o'clock Central, 12 o'clock Eastern, midnight basically for Eastern. It's on 990 and 1150. There's two stations that are doing it. We have a video in this channel. If you go browse this channel, where we've previously received the test. This is not the first time they've done this. The stations have done. So if you want to see an older version of my show, you can go back and check out that. Looks like the band's improving a little bit. Jacob, you got a lot of noise on the lower half of your band. I'm watching your Kiwi. There's a lot of noise on your Kiwi on the lower half. Probably common for you. I know you said you have a neighbor that likes to turn. No, Chris, the band is really low tonight because of Aurora Borealis again. You can see how, like, here, I'll show you. Right about, I don't know, 1100, 1110 is where it starts getting crappy. Here's Art Bell. Somewhere in time. That's KFAB.
Maybe they're concerned about that.
You can see my local here on 1030. Also have a local on 980, but it's barely there. Wow. The band is so down. I also have a local on 950 and a local on 900.
Avoiding is also one of mine because I
normally when it's Aurora like this, WCCO is a monster. I mean, look at this stupid station.
And God.
There is not much down here. 690 is another local. I don't know what 640 is. Interesting.
And those are lifetime penalties, so you really have to...
This is probably Iowa, WOI.
Generally speaking...
Right next to my local. WREY. The Iowa is about all we can hear. I mean, the band is dead below a certain point. 570 might be WNAX. It does look like it is improving a tad. Whoa. It does look like it's trying to get better, but I don't know. By the time the DX test runs at 11 o'clock Central, I don't think it's going to be better. So that's why I'm focusing on the upper half of the band here. So we were at 1460. And I'm going to... Gosh darn it, I clicked the stupid wrong button. I'm going to focus... I'm going to go on shortwave here too. These later episodes, we might be going to shortwave more than we are AM. I don't know, because the season's winding down. It's getting towards April. The next broadcast we do, if we keep the schedule, is on the 8th. We might only have 2 shows left of this season. If I keep doing this at the end of April, it depends on the conditions. I'm really depending on how bad the band is. If the band is really bad, I won't go on. I don't have the luxury of having a Kaz like Lloyd does, or loops. I just have my long wire. Wow, what is this? Coming up on 1460 here. What is this? It sounds weird. What format is that? That is so weird. I've never... It sounds weird. You guys hear that, right? What is this? It's like weird kind of music. Might be religious. Let's see if this is St. Charles, Missouri. Come on. St. Charles, Missouri is running talk. This is weird. I don't know what this is. There is a country station that I normally get from Dickinson.
In how you feel about them now, I think is only sort of marred by the fact that they haven't really done anything since 14.
I've also heard Shoutout, Kansas. I've heard KDMA Montevideo. I've heard KKAQ Thief River Falls. There's another station from Minnesota that I've also heard on this frequency. KDWA, of course. Hastings. That sounds like country. I think that's country. That's country.
I've always looked at UConn with a certain degree of respect in the college basketball landscape.
Let's find out who that is. All right, we're going to start with KKAQ. It's not KKAQ. Is it Dickinson? It's a man singing. It is not Dickinson. Toma? Could be Toma. I don't know if I have WBOG from Toma, Wisconsin. Should. Wow, I don't have Toma. This would be new if this is Toma.
You know, it goes without saying it's going to go one of 2 ways. And yeah, Jason, it was interesting because it has been a
Okay, they got a faster song with the man singing.
You know, so much success in the 90s and 2000s. Calhoun has his last great run in 2011 with Kemba Walker. Kevin Ollie, and it's funny because I think we kind of talked about this with Duke, when they won the ACC tournament. Is Kevin Ollie comes in year 2, wins the national title with all
I think
Duke Calhoun's players, and you think, oh, here goes UConn again, another,
they're at 42 watts at night.
Coach. It obviously doesn't work out.
It's possible.
In time, I think you start to realize.
Let me see here again. I got their stream up.
And they actually came
I'm listening to their stream.
Having not won a game in the NCAA tournament since 2016.
I don't know the lyrics, so that's why I'm doing that. It's a guy and a girl singing. Da, 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 da.
For a foul, UConn up 51-34.
Wow.
16 minutes left in this game.
I'm jealous of your Kiwi.
In metaphorical pain, not literal pain. He was called for. I'll even say it as a UConn fan.
The stream does not match what I'm hearing.
Second half, and UConn may be running away with this, but it's been a unique program.
The song that I'm hearing is not WBOG because WBOG is playing a faster song. That's maybe. Wait a minute. Is that Best of My Love?
The small insular UConn fan base, and I know it's not a national narrative.
It almost sounded like Best of My Love by the Eagles.
Like this year, okay, we've been there 2 years in a
Oh,
row, but UConn's
fart nuggets.
not really defined.
You know who this is? I think. Oh, shut up. Stupid pre-roll ads.
I'm not going to play by play here for the record, but UConn up 15 early in the second half.
It is Best of My Love.
Perspective, Jason. I don't want to make it about me and my school, but
that's probably WIXN Dixon, Illinois. Damn it. We did hear country in there. I will argue that I heard country in there.
Not a good matchup for Gonzaga. And Drew Timme in particular. And the one thing he couldn't afford to do is get in foul trouble. We already.
I'm going to argue that I know I heard country in there.
You tell me if I'm right.
It wasn't Best of My Love.
I think Drew Timme
I had a very split-second match to that WBOG. They're not playing the Eagles, though.
Because it's just not fast enough.
Damn it, Dixon, Illinois. That makes me mad. Now there's another station in there. Oh, and it could have also been Walled Lake, WPON. Either one of those. I've heard these two stations, WPON and WIXN. Damn it.
If he had any prospects in the pros.
That's what the frustrating thing about this hobby is sometimes you get let down like that.
Than staying at Gonzaga as long as possible, I think, in his own brand.
I was trying to confirm who the country was, and it ended up being the Eagles.
In that smaller pond and be dominant and go down.
Wait.
Historically, feels like he's been there for like 50 years.
Hopefully you guys can hear this.
It's been wonderful to watch. I just don't think we're going to.
Never mind the talking. That's Des Moines.
Here, at least as it relates to American basketball.
No, I think you're right.
The talking is Des Moines. Don't tune that out.
Gonzaga speaks to that. And by the way, this is one of the great things about NIL. And listen, we talk about NIL.
Looks like the guys from Anoka County Scanner and Cruise are at the gas station.
I don't think that it should be just recruits going to the highest bidder.
I know they do that several times while they're out riding around.
This is what NIL
I would
was
have to stop
to
and get something to eat or something to drink.
He's an established name. He's an established brand.
I think those guys are on for like a little over an hour, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. They do it every Saturday night. They go out and drive around Anoka County with the scanner on. Okay. I need WBOG. WBOG has a woman singer.
I believe that I earned more money this year as a college player than I would have.
Is she in there?
Professional, in endorsements and NIL opportunities at Gonzaga than I would have as a professional player.
Is she in there?
And so I don't think he's the only one. Oscar Sheboy from Kentucky. Ironically.
Wait. You hear that coming up?
I can't speak of those pictures. This. I don't think the NIL money is as good, but he's not getting nothing, and he's kind of that.
Okay, the WBOG song is slower. It's a man and woman singing, and it's slower, kind of like this tempo.
Guys that are sort of recognizable. You you do have these guys, and Drew Timme is one of the bases
that
of
sounds
that.
more like
And I'm
nostalgia.
curious to see if that continues through the years as people get more comfortable in the NIL
That wouldn't be
space,
something
and
if I
as
heard that
players
Louisiana
realize there
station.
is real value to coming back and playing college basketball if you're not going to
Sounds
be
like Babs
a
Barbra
super
Streisand.
high-level NBA draft pick. I think Drew Timme is an example of that, Jason.
Yeah, I do too, and I think you're right. I think,
WB.
the NCAA tournament is no question better.
I think it was WPON. Walled Lake, Michigan. And now they're playing,
Having somebody of that level still in school.
God, what is that song? That song from that 80s movie? Da, 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 da. It was used in Vacation. And it was used in that movie
So he's in no hurry to leave because
where those guys are running along the beach. Somebody say the movie. I know somebody out there knows this movie. Da 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 da. Vangelis is the artist.
Beyond Gonzaga as a human being, but
Vangelis.
I agree. This is probably
Vangelis or something. I can't remember his name.
Certainly the most that he will be as a basketball player. Fox Sports
Da
Radio,
da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Who is that? What is that song from? Da, 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 da. Something big going on in the cities tonight.
Hello, gentlemen, and can I make a knee-jerk haphazard comparison with
Da, da, da,
Timme and
da,
Frank
da.
Kaminsky,
God, who is
made a
that?
national championship game with Wisconsin and was a lottery pick in the NBA?
What song
and
is
going to
that?
wind up having a 10-year career, maybe 10 years plus, but not exactly someone you would think of when you talk about any good player.
Now it's going to bother me.
I can't think of one Frank Kaminsky NBA highlight, like not one.
And I repeat, he's going to be a decade in this league. He's got height, he can score some, so, we're not dissing on the guy.
Chariots of
just like I
Fire.
don't think
Chariots
we're
of
dissing
Fire,
on
that's
Drew Timme.
right.
No, not at all.
To the reality.
Surprised nobody guessed
in honor
that.
of
Chariots
the
of
late Billy
Fire.
Zacher, can I just say, this game is over.
Wow.
I like that song.
4:37 over Gonzaga, about 15 minutes to go, second half of the West Region Final in Las Vegas.
Okay, WBOG is airing a faster song. See if I can hear it in there. Gotta be nice to snag WBOG.
And then two more fouls in the opening minutes of the second half. So he has 3 minutes.
No, it's not Monday Night Football. I think that's da 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 da. Hopefully you guys can hear the SDR. I think you can.
In this country, in Division I.
That's gonna bother me that I can't hear WBOG. I haven't heard
per game. They're not scoring
W-Bog.
87 tonight. They have 37, and the second half is already underway.
there's a faster
UConn,
song.
for the record, averaged 79 points per game.
Chariots of Fire, yeah.
UConn against the Texas-Miami winner in Texas next weekend. At the Final Four, Texas Longhorns face the Canes at 5 p.m.
I don't hear
Eastern
WBOG.
tomorrow.
Let's get off of this before I get a copyright strike. Okay, so here's a bonehead thing in the Twin Cities. If you haven't been paying attention, we lost this week. We lost one of our radio stations. The license was deleted. 1530 KQSP. Not that it ever mattered. That station has been off the air for like 2.5 years. Insane amount of time that it's been off the air, and they just now lost their license. Like the FCC sent them a letter that said, hey, are you guys still on the air? What's going on? We've had complaints. And believe it or not, I actually wrote to the FCC and said, hey, they're not in the air. I actually got a reply. I have a reply from one of the agents that said, yeah, we're aware of that. So KQSB just lost their license. Here is another station, 1470 KMNQ, that has been through a lot the past couple years. It's broadcasting an open carrier right now. It's been doing this for a couple weeks, and it's annoying. It was off air, on air, off air, on air. Coming and going, and then before that, it was broadcasting a weird like book format. This one is for sale, KMNQ. It's supposed to be simulcasting 1400 here. The Raza. It's supposed to be simulcasting that, but it's not. And this one is 7 miles away from me over in Brooklyn Park. 7 miles. So all I hear is this stupid buzzing and dead air. Occasionally, Peoria will sneak through there. If you guys haven't heard, Lincoln, Nebraska flipped formats on 1480 KLMS. They are now like a top 40 kind of adult hits kind of station format. Really easy to hear now. I hear it all the time now. KLMS is here. It's one of these stations that is in the mix here. Yeah, KQSP was like 10 watts at night, but they always forgot to power down, so they were full power at night, just broadcasting crap. It was USA Radio Network. There was nothing local, no local presence whatsoever on KQSP. No, not even, I don't even think they ID'd. Or if they did, it was buried somewhere in the hour. Okay, because of KSTP, I have to do this one in lower sideband. Kind of sounds like the bloop. If you guys have ever heard the bloop, look up the bloop. It's like this sound that was recorded in the ocean. Are they done already? No, they can't be. I think we're going to go till 10, guys. We'll give it till 10, but I'm not going to do the DX test tonight. Everyone, after I'm done here, you can head over to Lloyd's channel, DX Central. He's going to be doing the DX tests if you're curious about that. I have both stations that are doing the test already logged, so just because the conditions here are so terrible, I'm not going to even bother doing a show tonight. It's a lot of work to put together these shows, and I have to flip over a couple things and change the intro. So here on 1510, normally we have KPLS, Boulder, Colorado. KPLS comes in frequently in the mornings. It's a religious station. It used to be classic hits. Really good station. But then they flipped to religious, and it's just the mundane religious talk and services and stuff like that you normally hear everywhere else. But of course, Nashville's also here. Sometimes on 1510, I also hear Madison, Wisconsin, or Madison, South Dakota, KJM, or KMSD, sorry. KJM is a different frequency. I believe I've heard Carthage, Illinois here. What else have I got? Look at these calls. Independence, Missouri sometimes is here. Don't know if I've heard Joliet yet from Illinois. Let me see. I have. WWHN from Joliet is Urban AC here. And they sometimes forget to power down. Yeah, I'm also tired. Staying up and watching the Aurora kind of took a lot out of me this week, and it's been a rough week. Some personal things going on too. I don't really want to get into, but there could be some changes going on in my future here that we'll see next week. So I've been stressing about that.
At TQL
1530 is Cincinnati right now. It's been this way for 2 years or so.
I think, and you can tell me I'm wrong, that is the most satisfying
win so far this year. There's only 3 of them, but that felt like the most complete.
I skipped 1520, didn't I? 1520 is mostly Rochester and sometimes Oklahoma City. I do hear Missouri here sometimes.
Taking an opportunity.
KRHW. Whoa, that's too loud.
And he also got a full ride at the University of Hawaii.
KXEL Waterloo, Iowa.
He graduated in the top 10%.
Is that
what
right?
I'm saying is
that George Norrie?
A couple grand, whatever it costs me.
Probably George Norrie. Ooh, 1550 is pretty good tonight. Also really tired of the weather here. Like, it keeps flip-flopping. We had a really nice day today, but then it's supposed to get down into the 30s again next week. There's like a chance for rain or snow again. Most of our snow is melting pretty fast, so thankful for that. What is on this? What is this? A lot of the times, ooh, there's something going on the camera there. A lot of the times I hear W, or what is it? Hold on, I can't remember this frequency. 1550. Somebody's playing Easy Like Sunday Morning. That might be WEVR. Or could be Madison, Wisconsin too. Madison is a weird station, WHIT on 1550. Sometimes they play like country and sometimes they play classic hits. It's like a mix, like a variety format. Pretty cool. They call it the Farm or something like that. Well, very, very easy to hear during sunrise. But that's not the station I normally hear. It's the one out of Illinois that I normally hear. I got a lot on 1550. 21 logs. WJIL is the one I hear, and that could be what we're hearing now. They might be the one playing Easy Like Sunday Morning. God, I would love to get a new log on this stream. Probably not going to happen tonight. I am one away from 1,200 logs. One log. One man. A lot of that going around. Fubar. I looked up German Fubar in the German dictionary. I couldn't find it in there. .1560 is almost always Milwaukee. The Asian that you're hearing, though, is Texas. The higher pitched lady, that's Texas. I can almost guarantee you that's Texas. Specifically, KGOW. Yeah, Chris, there is one tonight. It's the two stations from Kentucky. What is it? WWKY 990 from Winchester, Kentucky, and 1150 WMST from Mount Sterling are doing a test tonight at midnight Eastern. Midnight Eastern. I think you may have heard one of those from Sheridan. Let me check. You may have heard one of them. You have heard neither of them. You do have a Kentucky log, but you haven't heard the tests. They're on day power. The 991 will be 1,000 watts. The 1151 will be 2,500 watts. That'll probably be easier to hear. So it's at it'd be 10 o'clock your time, an hour from now. Hour and 15 minutes. $11.50 and $9.90. So try both of them. I'm not going to be doing a broadcast. Lloyd will. If it was something I didn't have, I would definitely try for it, but I already have the 2 stations. And you can look at the little crawl on the bottom. It's got the details. Oh, yeah. That's right, you're in Casper. Casper would love. I would love to have Casper Log, Kentucky. I don't even know if they have WHAS from Casper. I'd have to check the log. Let me check really quick. My brother and I DXed in Casper when I was little, and we continued doing it when we were older, obviously. We have a Casper log. We don't have any Kentucky from Casper. So if you can wait, you can wait an hour and 15 minutes. Unless you didn't bring your radio. I don't know if you brought your radio down.
Most people don't remember it. I remember it.
Maybe one of these days, if I bring my laptop out west, like if I go visit my parents, I'll bring the SDR, and I'll bring my laptop and bring everything else, my antenna, and we'll do a live broadcast from Casper, Wyoming. That would be awesome. I would love to do that, especially if it's in the winter. Even if it's in the summer, I'd love to do that. That sounds like a good idea. You guys would love that. Because I have a wide open dial there, everything would be new, like new. I've only heard 220 stations from Casper that I've logged, so Casper is still wide open. Here I've heard almost 1,200, so I mean...
That's what's going on with this inflation and everything else.
Why? How come you're in Casper?
Giving up our energy independence from $2 oil.
I did wonder that. I was asking Melanie why you were in Casper.
Gun control.
So 1570 is my local.
People dependent upon wealth. Our education.
KDIZ, it used to be Radio Disney. Well, actually, Radio Disney was on 1440. They swapped call signs. Radio Disney used to be KDIZ on 1440, and then what 1570 was KYCR. Now it's KDIZ. See, they swapped call signs. They just kept the KDIZ call sign. And I'm going to try to bring my SDR with me more often when I travel.
What this administration, the Biden administration, is trying to do to America.
I know our friend Pat here from the Twin Cities, he did that. When he would go visit his hotels for his business, when he was still working, he would bring his SDR and go DXing to different places. String out. That sounds like the guy on the call fell over. That was hilarious. It sounded like the guy fell over. The guy fell over while he was on the phone. Oh. Really? Let me look up, let's do this. You guys have had a shitty year. Pardon my French. You guys have had a bad year for the roads in Wyoming. I really love the Y.dot website. We'll listen to CKDO while we do this really quick. I hope you guys don't mind this. There really isn't much going on tonight, so if you don't mind, I'm going to do something. Watch this. I love... whoops, why are you watching me? I love the Wyoming Department of Transportation. It has all these webcams. If you've never been to Wyoming, you're going to see some pictures of it. Let's look at some really cool pictures. Casper. Ooh, look at that. The lights are... the roads are dry there in Casper. F Street Hill is also in Casper. This is Casper, Wyoming right here. Casper Mountain would be up in this black spot right here. You can't see it because it's dark, obviously. But this is Casper, Wyoming. The roads look really dry there. 20 Mile Hill is out just outside of Casper. Look at the fog on Casper Mountain. Kind of like a layer of clouds. This is outside of Casper on Interstate 25. Where were the roads bad? Yeah, I remember that. Where were the roads bad, Christopher? Was it Interstate 80? Because usually 80's been closed a lot. Let's check 80. We're going to... Ooh, I got to get off of this. Hold on. Let's start in Evanston. The roads are dry in Evanston. How about Green River? The roads are dry in Green River. I used to live in Green River. In fact, I have a log there. If you go to my website, ubstudios.com, you can check out my log from Green River. They have a tunnel carved through the rock on Interstate 80. Here's the other side of it. Pretty cool. It's one of the only tunnels along Interstate 80. Looks dry there. Tipton and Table Rock. So just outside of Rock Springs. The road is open. Wamsutter. There's a big area in Wyoming where it's just desert on Interstate 80, and it's incredibly boring. It's called the Red Desert. It's very boring. We're on 1590, by the way. What is this? What did I just click on? Oh, that's Green River. Creston Junction. The road looks dry. It looks like there's a lot of snow on the ground there. If you guys aren't familiar with Wyoming, Interstate 80 always closes in the winter, like always. Every single damn year I live there. Especially like around Elk Mountain. You can't even see Elk Mountain. It's too dark. Look at this during the day, though. Go to wyoroad.info and check it out during the day, and you can see some of the web cameras from Wyoming. The roads don't look terrible. I think they got a good handle on them. That's interesting, though. Yeah, that road, 287, is bad. 287 is just obnoxious. I don't miss that. Someday I might move back out there, but I don't miss it. I wish, it's impossible, but I wish Wyoming could use salt. 1590's got a repeater here. They've got a couple of stations here. It's probably the two ESPNs. I'm really sorry, guys. We can't help Mother Nature, but the signals are really down tonight. They're starting to get better, but it's just not going to happen in time for this show. We're going to stop at 10. I'll let you guys get out of here. But thank you for joining me. Appreciate it. Sorry I didn't have much else to show you. I don't have any fancy new logs or Aurora. Although Jacob said that he was here in Columbia. That's cool. Was it Barranquilla? I think I have a Barranquilla log. Do I? I thought I had a Barranquilla log. Yeah, I do. HJAJ 760 from Barranquilla. That was heard on my Grundig in Blaine a couple years ago, 3 years ago. 1100. Yeah, let's try that here. Probably nothing. Yeah, see, nothing here. But watch, we'll pull up your SDR, Jacob. We'll do that for the show. This might be my 1200th log if I can hear this one. Because this Kiwi is like less than 15 miles away from me. Let me try to see if I can find it. Is there a stream somewhere? What was the station? HJAT? Oh, screw you. I think I hear Spanish there. I'm assuming that Mexican station is that. Oh, come on. Start. Hold on. I have other ways I can get this to work. They gotta have a stream somewhere. You could definitely hear WTAM in there. With Art Bell is WTAM. HJAT Barranquilla. Come on. Where's the stream? Radio something or other. Carloco? Oh, it's on TuneIn. Come on, stupid pre-roll. That Spanish talking has got to be them. This is their stream, you can hear it. I'm pretty sure that's them.
Estaban más medidas y hacían ver al personaje más real, más vulnerable, cosa que le ha sucedido a otra. El agente John McClane.
They're definitely in there. So that is my 1200th log. We got a new log, guys. I mean, it's not on my SDR. It could be if the conditions were better, but it's on the local Kiwi. Awesome. Thanks for the tip. There's my 1200th log right there. So we did it. HJAT. And it sounds like it's gone now. I know you guys aren't hearing this. Hold on. Now you can hear it. It sounds like it went down quite a bit. Barranquilla, Colombia. Today's the 25th. Why did I write 3/3/25? It's getting late. Right at the end of the show. 9:55 p.m.-ish. Per stream. Tune in. I've heard Barranquilla here before on a Grundig on my my Grundig S350, I guess. It probably was the S350. You just missed the Navage commercial. Navage. Sounds like the band might be coming back up. Yeah, so there we go. I'm going to call it a night, guys. We got a new log. HJAT Barranquilla, Colombia. That's my 1200th log. Right at the end of the show. So, if you just joining me now, I'm sorry the show is over, but we are not doing a live stream for the DX test tonight. Lloyd is over on DX Central. Go follow Lloyd. Give him all the praise that he rightfully deserves. I am just your half-assed version of DXing. I'm just your average DXing fool, but we're getting out of here. Thanks again for joining us. Have a good night, good Saturday. Hopefully you guys get the test. I'll probably be over creeping on Lloyd's stream when he starts. I've already heard the stations from here. I don't think we're going to hear them, but who knows? And there's the top of the hour. So see you guys in April. We will go, pending something happening, we will go on April 8th is the next broadcast. April 8th. I will see you then.
Driving down the road at night, I'm alone with thoughts in my head. I know I'm somewhere in the old Southwest, and that it comforts me a beacon of red. I see the red light flashing ahead, sending signals to the stars above. Sound of voices from far away. Oh, I never could reveal my love. I listen to the radio. Oh, I listen to the radio. Oh, I listen to the radio.